ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवं च निरूपं साग्रजातं सागनसि रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवान् राधा कृष्णपदान् सगनललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी कृष्णाभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यः वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी की नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So today we are going to discuss about the Dhyāna-yoga, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6. Very, very important subject matter. So in this chapter, actually, we have in the beginning of the Prabhupada has written very nice. In the beginning of the chapter, Krishna is speaking about the Dhyāna-yoga. So all these 6 chapters, mostly Krishna spoke about how the spirit soul, how we are the spirit soul, we are non-material spirit soul, and the process of elevation is the yoga system. So process of elevation is, and different yoga system has been given, karma yoga, jnana yoga. Then now Krishna is talking about the dhyana yoga. So in this chapter, Krishna particularly explained the process of Ashtanga yoga, that is called eightfold yoga system. So whole idea of the yoga is very much frequently used and frequently misused, often used and very often misused. People do not know what is yoga. Yoga means Indriya Samyam, how to control the senses, control the mind, and purify the process of work. Karma Suddhasya Vijitamanaha. So whole idea of yoga system is a purification. So whole this eightfold yoga system, Ashtanga yoga, Dhyana yoga, Krishna is explaining in this chapter to means to control the mind and senses. That is whole idea. But it's not practical for everyone to control the mind, particularly especially in this age of Kali. It's very difficult to perform this eightfold yoga system because our mind is so disturbed. And at the onset of all the social media and the influence of Kali is so strong that our mind is always disturbed. So it is very, very difficult to do all this kind of Ashtanga yoga process, which is physical kind of asana, niyama, pranayama, all the things. So therefore, Krishna in this chapter, although he told this yoga system, eightfold yoga system or Ashtanga yoga is recommended, but he emphasized more on the process of Krishna consciousness. It is better, action in Krishna consciousness, because it's very difficult for the common man to practice this yoga, particularly when mind is so fickling, so impetuous. So therefore, Krishna has recommended this bhakti yoga process, which is the highest yoga system. So in this particular chapter, we have got nice themes First of all, Krishna is explaining what is Ashtanga Yoga, who is the sannyas, what is Ashtanga Yoga, progress in Ashtanga Yoga, how to practice this Ashtanga Yoga, what is the importance of mind control. Because mind is our enemy, mind is the friend. If mind is controlled, then he is our friend. He will take us to destination, just like you are driving a car. If a car is proper, the brake is proper, and everything is proper in the car, engine is proper, then it can take us to the destination. Similarly, mind is the central of all our activities. It is the mind only that creates. Supposing I want to eat something. If mind is strong, you will say, don't eat, it's not good. So therefore, mind is the central of all activities. So importance of mind control Krishna has given in this chapter. Then destination of unsuccessful yogi, because sometimes the yogi, due to premature stage, it may fail down. Not that everybody becomes successful. What will happen to them? That is asked by Arjuna, and Krishna is explaining in this chapter. And finally, Bhakti Yoga is the topmost yoga. So Krishna end with this Bhakti Yoga, the highest. That is the main thing in this things. So the culmination of all kind of yoga system is Bhakti Yoga. All other yogas are just like a stepping stone to come to Bhakti Yoga. It's like a yoga is kind of ladder. Like, in Singapore, there is so many floors are there. Somebody in 5th floor, somebody is 10th floor, somebody is 12th floor. So Karma Yoga is 5th floor. So it's a ladder, but it's progressive. It's not progressive, stagnated. Somebody is rising to Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, 5th floor, 10th floor. But highest of all, I think is called Bhakti Yoga. That is the topmost floor. So this progression is like, beginning from Karma Yoga to Bhakti Yoga, it is like a long way of self-realization. Karma Yoga to the end of Bhakti Yoga. So Karma Yoga means without any fruitive activities. That is Karma Yoga. And Karma Yoga increases in Jnana, that is called Jnana Yoga. When Jnana Yoga increases in meditation, that is called Dhyāna yoga. When Dhyāna yoga increases in devotional service, that is called Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga is the highest platform, culmination of everything. So today we will study very nicely about these things Krishna has spoken, because yoga is very much popularly used word, but very much misunderstood word. So let us start understanding this fact. How we can advancing in yoga through detached work. So first of all, Krishna say that in very fast verse, very nice verse, very important verses frequently quoted by Srila Prabhupada. Sri Bhagavan uvacha anasrita kalam param karyam karam karoti jo sasannyasi cha yogi cha na niragnir na chakriya. So Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, as you know what is the meaning of Bhagavan. Bhagavan means who has all opulences, knowledge, riches, wealth, knowledge, fame, strength, knowledge, and renunciation, everything. So he is called Bhagavan. So Bhagavan here say that who is unattached to the fruit of his work, and who was as he is obligated is in the renouncement of life, and he is the true mystic, not he who lights no fire and perform no duty. So here very, very important point, to know who is the sannyasi or who is a yogi. First of all, you should know who is a yogi. Otherwise, we will be cheated. He will be cheated by others. I am a yogi, he is a yogi. First of all, you know, Krishna prescribed that anarchita karma phalam, one who works without expectation of the result or reward. Then why does he work? Supposing I am going to office, I have some expectation. I will get salary. I will use it. So here it is said that real yogi, real sannyasi means that anarchita karma phalam. He has no expectation for the result. It's a matter of duty he is doing. I have a duty bound to do this. That's all. Karyam karam karoti. That is called sannyasi. So duty means I am not forced to do. That is real duty. I am going to work because I am forced to do it because I want money. But duty just like a example can be given. A mother loves his child. Therefore, mother is doing every activities for the welfare of the child. He is serving him. He is cooking for him. Why? It's a matter of duty. He is not expecting that my child will, when he will grown up, he will work, then he will take care of me, or he will give some salary to me because I have done so much thing. No, it's a matter of duty. Simply renouncement is not all. No, there must be some duty. Just like family men, grahastha asrama, they have got some duty. They have some responsibility. But Krishna say that that when a person is in knowledge, is a Mahatma, is advanced in spiritual realization, his duty is simply Vasudeva Sarvamiti. His duty only for Krishna. He is not expecting any result. The two kind of duty is there. A duty is to Maya, attachment, and another duty is called another duty for the Krishna. So here Krishna say, who is a yogi? Yogi means anashita karma phalam. Who is doing the duty as a matter of duty, not as a matter of expecting any result. That stage will come when one is Krishna consciousness. Supposing if you are a devotee of the Lord, when you are sorry. So when you are a devotee of the Lord, what will happen that time? You will not be working for any expectation. You will go and serve the Lord. That is the matter of duty. He is real sannyasi. He is real yogi. To act in Krishna consciousness is duty of every living entity. Now we are all illusion. Due to ignorance, we are serving so many things. We are serving dog, we are serving our family, our boss, our country, our community. Everybody is working for the self-interest, for his own body and bodily paraphernalia. That is not real yogi. Real yogi means is acting in Krishna consciousness. Because we are constitutionally part and parcel of the Lord. And part of the body work for the satisfaction of the whole body, just like a finger, leg, hand. Everybody is working for the whole body. They are not working for themselves. They do not act for self-satisfaction, but self-satisfaction of the complete whole. Similarly, we are constitutionally part and parcel of the Lord. When we understand that and we serve as a matter of duty, that my duty to serve the Krishna, to serve the God, that is real yogi, real sannyasi. That will help everything. Just like you are pouring water in the root of the tree, then everything become flourished, nourished, nurtured. Similarly, when we give food to stomach, every limbs will be energized. So here it is said that Krishna is telling that what is important of yoga system. Yoga system means that you have to anashita karma phalam. One should, without taking shelter of the fruits, one should work. That is real things. So in the next verse, Krishna is speaking about the next verse. Krishna is speaking about. You see, Krishna is telling that what is called renunciation, you should know to be same as the yoga, or linking oneself with Supreme, or son of Pandu. For one can never become yogi unless one renounces the desire for sense gratification. The so-called yoga system is condemned. They do not know. They are going to a 5-star hotel, they are practicing yoga and all. Krishna say, a yogi means first of all, everybody is trying some profit out of his activity. But real yoga system is that there's no profit. They simply engage in the service of the Lord. There's no kind of, sense gratification. One cannot be yogi, for one can never become yogi unless he renounce the desire for sense gratification. So that is real yogi, real sannyas. That means if all energy, all the activities should be connected with Krishna, that means he is real sannyas, real yogi. Yoga means everything we are connecting. Supposing I am working outside, I connect with Krishna through my result of the work. That is called karma yogi. When I am very intelligent, I am culturing philosophically, speculating about the Lord. And when I am speculating, but speculating in connection with Lord, that is called Jnana Yoga. Dhyana yoga means everybody meditating, but meditating on Shahrukh Khan, meditating on so many other things is not actually yogi. Meditating on Krishna, that is called yogi, dhyana yogi. When a person is yogi, means is connecting with Krishna and free from the desire for oneself, because everything is connecting with Krishna. That is real thing. So initially, in the beginning, Krishna said that for one who is a neophyte in the Eightfold Yoga system, work is said to be the means. And for one who is already elevated in yoga, cessation of all material activity is said to be the means. So here see Arukkura means beginning stage. Supposing you want to do the yoga, you cannot simply meditate. You have to work because you are not so advanced stage. You need physical work. When you are advanced, you do not need physical activities. You can work within your mind, within. So therefore, it's beginning of the stage to higher stage. So preliminary stage, one should work for Krishna always. Some duty we will find out and working for Krishna. And when you are advanced stage, then he may not physically work because within himself he is working for Krishna. So that is real thing. That means everything ends in Krishna consciousness. Everything. Whole the eightfold yoga system, whole idea, preliminary stage, they may be working, but in final stage, they are always thinking of Krishna. And one is directly become Krishna consciousness, always chanting Hare Krishna, speaking about Krishna, hearing about Krishna, all the things. He is already a yogi and sannyas. He is already in the highest stage. Already in the highest stage. Because he already is sannyas, he is already is yogi. Because he is working for Krishna, he is not working for himself. Anashrita karma phalam, jo karati. So he is a yogi, he is a sannyas because he is not depends on the result of his activities. He is working for Krishna as a matter of duty. And in the highest stage of yoga is called dharana, dhyana. The dhyana stage is like samadhi stage. That's complete meditation. So when a Krishna consciousness person, he is also supposing I am speaking now. Now I am meditating on Krishna, what he speaks. This is also Dhyana Yoga. Dhyana Yoga is included in that. So Krishna consciousness is the highest. That is real sannyasi, real yoga. Therefore, bhakti includes the purpose of jnana, yoga, everything. Everything bhakti includes. And that can be done when you understand our constitutional position. We are the non-material spirit soul. And we are part and parcel of the Lord. My duty is to serve the Lord. When we understand that, then we can execute this bhakti yoga, and that includes all this karma, jnana, everything, dhyana. So there is a ladder, yoga ladder is there. So lower stage of life, just like people like, as Padma Purana say, Jalaja Navalakshana, there are 8.4 million species of life. And there are so many marine life, aquatic fish, plants, there are trees, there are reptiles, there are insects, there are birds, there are beasts, and finally there are human beings. Animal life means completely ignorant, eating, sleeping, mating, defending, lower species. Then slowly how the yoga ladder is there, slowly karma kanda. Those human form of life, there are people divided into two types, civilized, uncivilized. The uncivilized people, they do not know any kind of Vedic principle. They are very uncultured. And those who are civilized, they have idea of Vedic culture. But they are using for the karma kanda to gain something for sense gratification. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. For their whole idea of following the Vedic principle to gain something for sense gratification. They are called karma kandi. But above that, there is called karma yogi or niskama karma yogi. They are renouncing the fruits of the act. They are not interested to get the fruits of the action. Just like Arjuna is fighting. He is not fighting that he will gain something. Oh, I fight, I get the kingdom, my bank balance become increased. No, he is fighting because Krishna wanted. Actually, Arjuna did not want to fight. He declined to fight initially. I do not want, I want to, he was ready to beg also. He ready to change his profession from Kshatriya to Brahmana and beg. That was his proposition. That was his Arjuna's idea in the beginning. But after hearing Bhagavad Gita, he is ready to fight, not for his kingdom, not to avoid begging, but because Krishna wanted it. For satisfaction of Krishna. That is whole understanding, learning of Bhagavad Gita is one theme. What is that? One should work for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is whole about Bhagavad Gita. That is perfection of our life. So that is what karma yogi. And above karma yogi, those who are increased in knowledge, they think that renounce the fruit, also speculative knowledge about the Brahman. They renounce the fruits. And speculative knowledge, they are thinking about who is God, who am I, that speculative knowledge about the Brahman, and they do a lot of austerities. That is called Jnana Yogi. The Jnana Yogi means increase in knowledge. They are already renounced the fruit. They are not attached to material activities like karmi. I want to gain karma kandi, karmi. No, they are karma yogi. Better than karma yogi is called Jnana Yogi. Then better than Jnana Yogi is Dhyana. Why? Because they are not only renouncing their fruits, and also they have knowledge. Also, they are increasing in, they have knowledge of controlling, and they are controlling the mind and senses. Ashtanga Yogi means controlling the mind and senses. Why? To meditate on Paramatma. That is whole idea, to meditate on Paramatma. They are called Dhyana Yogi. Today we are talking about the Dhyana Yogi. Dhyana Yogi, one cannot become Dhyana Yogi or any kind of Yogi also if he is not renouncing the fruits. That means he is renouncing the desire for sense gratification. The actual ladder is start with Karma Yogi, Jnana Yogi, Dhyana Yogi, Bhakti Yogi. So here it is said that one cannot become yogi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. Yogi means a connection. Everything has a connection with Krishna. Last one is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the highest. They are not only renouncing the fruit, they have knowledge, they are controlling the mind, senses, they are meditating also. Everything is, when you become Krishna consciousness, you do not have to go through all the things. Direct. These are the indirect process, a systematic process. But if you become direct Krishna consciousness, automatically you are a Dhyana Yogi, Jnana Yogi, Karma Yogi, everything. Just like if you have a lift, you can go with lift. Why to go by staircase? So you directly Krishna consciousness by chanting, hearing about Krishna, serving Krishna, Navada Bhakti, 9 kind of bhakti, remembering Krishna, praying Krishna, meditating on Krishna, all the things, if you are doing, automatically you don't have to do all this process. Just like if you are a trillionaire, you are already a billionaire, already a millionaire, automatically. So this is the whole idea of the thing. So there are 8 fold of yoga system, starting with yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. So these are the These are not concocted. Krishna recommended this. That's why Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is speaking. But nowadays they have manipulating everything. They do not know. They do not refer to this real Patanjali system Krishna explained here. And also in this age it is not practical. Therefore Krishna said, do the bhakti yoga. So this is the system, how to you should go. Initial stage, you should yama, niyama, controlling the senses, following the rules and regulations. You adjust your sitting process, pranayam, breathing process, adjusting your breathing, controlling your breathe, pratyahara, all these things, dharana, dhyana, everything is a system, eightfold system. The complete ladder is called yoga. Complete ladder, this is called yoga and complete. In beginning stage to final stage, ladder. So Krishna says a person is said to be elevated in yoga when having renounced all material desire. Neither he neither asks for sense gratification nor engage in fruitive activity. See, Krishna say very nicely. Krishna say when person is said to be elevated in yoga, and that means a perfect yogi. What is the symptoms of a perfect yogi? Perfect yogi or sannyas means he does not work for sense gratification. That means if you become a devotee means you are perfect yogi, because you can do everything for satisfaction of Krishna. You won't do, just like Arjuna. Arjuna is a grahastha. Actually, Arjuna, by fighting for Krishna, he become a perfect yogi, perfect sannyasi. He is really Ashtanga yogi without doing Ashtanga yogi. That is the mystic. That is the catch you should understand. You become a yogi, at the same time you act. Should understand that real yogi means acting for Krishna, not that it is a non-acting, That is a perfection of yogi. Can do everything for Krishna. And how we can do all the things? Whole idea to mind control. One must deliver himself with the help of this mind, not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and enemy as well as. So Krishna says mind control is very important. As I told you, if you have a control in the car, you can take the car into a destination. If you do not have control, your brake is failure, engine is fail, you cannot. So mind is the central of every activities. Therefore, mind is called driver. If a driver is not good, then it will not reach you the proper destination. If driver is our friend, is good, he will take us to right destination. If driver is our enemy, then he will not carry out our order. You go to that place, you go to that place. No. So our whole things is that how to fix our mind on Krishna. To make our mind his friend means you have to act or fix our mind on Krishna. That is friend. Enemy means you are not fixing our mind on Krishna, then mind become enemy. So whole yoga system, the purpose of yoga system, to make our mind strong. Otherwise, we cannot do all this eightfold yoga system. Impossible. That is really perfection. Savai mana Krishna padaravinda. Always meditate on Krishna. So to meditation, we need, we need mind to be controlled. For him who has conquered the mind is best friend. But who has failed to do so, the mind will remain the greatest enemy. That is the purpose of Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga or eightfold yoga system to control the mind in order to make it is a friend in discharging the human mission. Unless the mind is controlled, it's simply waste of time. Whole idea of yoga system to control the mind. That's all. control the mind or control the senses. Because mind is the central of senses. Senses may say you, I want rasgulla, I want meat, but mind will say, don't eat meat. That mind is important. So you have to spiritualize everything. Whole idea to spiritualize the senses. Without spiritualized senses, we cannot make our mind as a friend. Best way to control the mind is recommended in Shastra that husikena husikesa sevanam. All our senses or mind should be engaged in the Krishna's manmana bhava madhavakta. That is important. So, and that can be influenced by the association of devotee, because without association, proper devotee, we cannot stop our desire. Association with materialistic people, sprout of material desire. When we have a material desire, we cannot control our mind. We want to satisfy. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. So according to association. So if you have a devotee association, it is easy to do this practice, easy to become Krishna consciousness. For one who has conquered the mind, super soul is already reached, for he has attained the tranquility. To such a man, happiness, distress, heat, cold, honor, dishonor are all same. So the effect of controlling mind is that one automatically is detection of the Paramatma super soul. He is actually not bewildered by duality. He is oblivious to all the things. He is completely in what you say, he has attained the tranquility, peace, everything. People say stress. What is stress? Stress means you are not controlling your mind. This is stress. But when you conquer the mind, automatically you are in peace, tranquility. There is no question of stress. See how the uncontrolled mind and controlled mind. Because uncontrolled mind is the enemy. Why it is called enemy? Because it follows the dictation of lost anger illusion, attached to sense gratification, degrades and entangles us. Therefore, it is called enemy. And controlled mind means follow the dictation of the soul, super soul, Krishna. Detached from sense gratification, elevates us. Therefore, when controlled mind is our friend, and uncontrolled mind is our enemy because it degrades us. Just like a driver, it will make us, it degrade us, it will make us accident, So now Krishna was speaking about that symptoms. What are the symptoms of a person is said to be established? How we can progress in Ashtanga Yoga? What is the symptoms of a person who is a real yogi? A person is said to be established in self-realization and is called a yogi or a mystic when he is fully satisfied by virtue of acquired knowledge and realization. Such person is situated in transcendent self-control. He sees everything, whether it is pebble, stone, gold, as the same. So here very important. The sum and substances of the material life is sense gratification. Sum and substances of spiritual life is detached from sense gratification. The whole idea. Here, a person, what are the symptoms of a person? Symptoms of a person who is established means he is very much happy. He is very much satisfied, content, no need of anything. I am content. And who can be content? Who is Krishna consciousness? Just like Dhruva Maharaj. And Dhruva Maharaj, when he saw the Lord, he told, Kitatasmi, I am very content. I don't need anything. No, please don't give me any benediction. Prahlad Maharaj also said, when Nrsimhadev comes, I am very satisfied. So Krishna consciousness person has realized the knowledge and is satisfied by pure devotional service. He doesn't want anything. He doesn't want anything. He is actually a yogi. He is all satisfied, ever satisfied, completely satisfied. This is the sign of advancement. Viswam punnam sukhayate. A devotee means always satisfied. Otherwise, he is not a devotee, something wrong, Sign of this sign of what is it, advancement. A person is considered still further advanced when he regards honest, well-wisher, affectionate benefactor, the neutrals, meditator, envious friends, enemy, the pious sinners are all within equal mind. So those who are advanced stage, they see everything equal. They do not say he is my friend, he is my enemy. So they are all just like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was crucified, but he never hate people. You cannot hate this, you hate the sin, but not the sinner. So those who are advanced in Krishna consciousness, they do not hate, oh, why is not Krishna consciousness? He knows that everybody is covered by Maya. So he is trying, he is not hating him. Supposing he is hating this person who is not Krishna consciousness, how he can elevate? Just like a doctor. A doctor, when he's operating a patient, patient is scolding him, you nonsense, why you are doing all these things? I am getting pain. But doctor never mind. He did not mind whatever is called because he knows that, but he treats him as a friend. He never treats it as an enemy. He knows that because of painful condition he is scolding me. Similarly, your advanced devotee, he knows that. He never had the sinner, but had the sin. Just like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ say that they do not know what they are doing. My Lord, please forgive them. That is their position of the devotee. Even Haridas Thakur, when he was beaten in market, he never complained, oh, he is beating me, is my enemy. No. That is the advanced stage when he see that everybody is equal. He doesn't see that he is enemy. He knows that with knowledge that they are all covered by Maya. That's all. Only degree is different. This is called self-realized people. And this, now we can talk about how the overview of Ashtanga Yoga or Patanjali Yoga system. It started with Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So Krishna is explaining how we can do the yoga system. So normally the Hatha Yoga also, Hatha Yoga is up to Pranayama. But Krishna is not explaining Hatha Yoga. His complete Ashtanga Yoga, Patanjali Yoga system he is given, starting from Yama. So what is Yama? Yama means 5 kind of restraint. Ahimsa, not hurting anybody. Satya, not lying. Asteya, not stealing. Brahmacharya, sensory control. Aparigraha, non-possessiveness. So these are called yama. See how difficult everything. And you become Krishna consciousness, automatically you are ahimsa. You will never hurt anybody because you know everybody is the children of the God. Just like a hunter, he was always killing the animal half dead. And they were getting painful. Narada Muni came, he told, broke your all the bow and all. No, this is my livelihood. No, no, I will give livelihood. How? You go and chant Hare Krishna simply. So he was chanting Hare Krishna. People thought, oh, he becomes sage. They are giving so much prasadam, so much food to him. And one time Narada Muni came to see, and he was slowly taking out, clear the road because ant may be killed. So he was saving the ants even. How he transformed? Because of Krishna consciousness. Satya, Krishna consciousness person, he knows that Satya, lie is a sin. To lie is sin. So always speak truth. He is never steals, he is brahmachari, he want to control the senses. He is not possessive because he knows everything belongs to Krishna. So when you are Krishna consciousness, automatically you follow yama, niyamas, purity, contentment, austerity, study, surrender, all the things will automatically come. You don't need to do all physical exercise to do. But there is a system Krishna is explaining. A transcendentalist should always engage how to practice Ashtanga Yoga. So we understand there is a Ashtanga Yoga process. Whole idea of Ashtanga Yoga is purification, to control the mind and sense, because to purify our existence. Now our existence is material. Material means infected. So how to purify, that is the goal of Ashtanga Yoga. But it is not practical in this age. So anyway, but Krishna is explaining, recommending that how the Ashtanga Yoga is important. Particular Ashtanga Yoga, the qualification also Krishna say, preliminary qualification or prerequisite qualification to become a yogi means you have no sense gratification, free from desire for sense gratification. That is a qualification. Just like to qualify to become a lawyer means you have to become a graduate. So qualified to become a yogi, not only Ashtanga yogi, for that matter, any kind of yogi, you should free from the desire for sense gratification. That is the preliminary qualification. That's all we have read up to this. Now, first 9 verses actually speaking of this. Now Krishna is telling how to practice this Ashtanga yoga eightfold. Yama, niyama, all the things. A transcendentalist should always engage his body, mind, self in relationship with Supreme. He should live alone in secluded place. He should always carefully control his mind. He should be free from desire and feeling of positiveness. So here Krishna saying that transcendentalists always should concentrate on the Supreme. Also, one should be go to a secluded place, not that 5-star hotel, BG all this yoga they are practicing nowadays. No, Krishna says you should go to secluded places where simply God consciousness, simply free from all kind of, hustles and bustles. Also, another mean of this is that one should live with a person who are not Krishna consciousness. We should not live with a person who is not Krishna consciousness. That means he is a real yogi. Because real yogi, why they do not like this congested place? Because it disturbs their mind, and their whole idea of yoga system to concentrate their mind on Supreme. It should not distract and disturb. Therefore, they go to secluded place, Himalaya and all the things. Similarly, Krishna consciousness person should not live with a materialistic karmi or who are not Krishna consciousness, because in this age it's very difficult to go to Himalaya and jungle. We can be in a very congested city like New York, Singapore or Australia, anywhere, but at the same time we should associate with devotees. That is real. Where there is a simply God consciousness is taught, like temple, devotee association. These are called secluded places, because in this place we can concentrate our mind in Krishna. That is the whole idea. So secluded place means you should go to a place like sacred place like Vrindavan, and on so many places of pilgrimage, Mathura, Vrindavan, Hushikesh, Haridwar. You can see so many yogi in Haridwar, and where there is a rivers flowing, Ganges. So in this way, one should go to a secluded place alone, not with all family and all, and carefully control his mind, free from desire of feeling of positiveness. No. That is whole idea. And to practice yoga, one should go to a secluded, should lay kusha grass on the ground, then cover it with a deer screen and a soft cloth. The seat should be neither too high nor too low, should be situated in a sacred place. The yogi should then sit on it very firmly, practice yoga to purify the heart by controlling his mind, senses, activity, fixing the mind on one point. Wow, this kind of things is very, very difficult in this age. Krishna is recommending one should go to a secluded place, lay kusha grass. Why lay kusha grass? And with deer screen, because reptiles, insects, they will not come and disturb while you are practicing, controlling your mind with your meditation. So it should not be sit very firmly. You should not be so high. The seat should not be so high. Should not be so low. So this is the process, how the yogis are doing all the thing. How yogis go to and practice like this. See, you can see in the picture. One should go to the how to practice yoga. One should go to the secluded places. One should lay grass on the ground, then cover it with deer screen, soft cloth. The seat should be neither too high nor too low, should be situated in a sacred place. Then yogi should sit it very firmly. See how the yogi is firmly sitting. But the big cities and all do not offer such circumstances. So therefore, the best means of spiritual realization in this Kali Yuga is chanting the holy name of the Lord. Because we cannot, this is not practical. Everybody is big city, everywhere big city. Where is secluded place? No secluded place. Nowadays, the secluded places like Himalaya is captured by terrorists. Jungle is captured by the dacoit. So where you can go? So better thing is that, therefore in Kali Yuga, the best practice of Ashtanga Yoga or best practice of become perfect yogi is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare. Wherever you are, never mind. You practice this. Then you become a perfect yogi. One should hold one's body, neck, head erect in a straight lines and steadily at the tip of the nose, thus with an unagitated, subdued mind, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life. One should meditate upon me within the heart, make me ultimate goal of life. See, ultimate goal of yoga clearly explained. How yoga practice is not meant for attaining some material facility. No. Here it is said that it is not for some material facility. Oh, I will become some material gain. But enable us to cessation of the material existence. How to stop this material existence? How to stop the cycle of birth and death? Birth and death. That is whole idea of this yoga practice. Devoid of sex life. Not that I am doing Ashtanga yoga and at the same time I am having sex. Is incompatible. It's incompatible. Whole idea is to stop this material existence. The practicing and thus practicing constant control of the body, mind activities, mystic transcendental is his mind regulated, attains to the kingdom of God or abode of Krishna by cessation of material existence. Whole idea of this Ashtanga Yogi also to go back to Godhead. Therefore, Krishna is recommending. But this process is very difficult. Nowadays, where secluded place, where we can do all the Ashtanga Yoga, your mind is so disturbed. How one should do, you see, how the yogi here, how they are doing, how they are very straight. Everybody now is cannot sit also straight. One should hold one's body, neck and head erect in a straight line, and they stare steadily at the tip of the nose. Thus, with unagitated mind, subdue the mind, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life. One should meditate upon me within the heart, Vishnu. Dhyāna-vasishta tad-gatena manasa paschantyam yogina. Dhyana means to concentrate or meditate on Vishnu or Paramatma, which is in the heart. Not that many people say that this yoga, that yoga, simply you blank. You should meditate on light or blank. How can you meditate on blank and light? The process is to meditate on the Vishnu and make me the ultimate goal of life. Krishna, the authority, he is speaking Ashtanga Yoga. We are so much distorted, misinterpreted it, wrongly doing now people. The goal of Ashtanga Yoga is the attainment of the kingdom of God. Whole idea of yogi is doing all the things to spiritual kingdom, to attain the spiritual kingdom. That's all. That is only purpose of the goal of Ashtanga Yoga. It's not meant for the fat reducing or make a bicep, tricep. No. It's not for the health movement. Nowadays, all these yogi, what is they called, Ramdev Baba and all. What they are doing? Patanjali Yoga, Patanjali system, Patanjali. Whole idea not for the health improvement, neither for the material facilities. It has to be Only or magical juggler is gymnastic. Oh, I am running, I am gymnastic, doing some magical, I can bring mango, I can create some asses from the hand. No, whole idea to attainment of the kingdom of the Godhead. Krishna is, see, Sanskrit word you say, Krishna is explaining that. Only meant for the purpose of going back to Godhead. This Patanjali, all this system is not, not authorized by Krishna. Krishna says there is no possibility of one becoming yogi. Arjuna, if one eats too much, eat too little. Sleep too much, does not sleep enough. So this is the formula of practicing yoga. First of all, we should know this practicing yoga means you should go to secluded place. We have so many sitting posture. And purpose of this is to go back, control the mind and senses and fire and meditate on the Vishnu in the heart, Paramatma, Vishnu. And final goal is to go back to God. But here it is said that a person cannot do this practice if there is no possibility of one becoming yogi. If one eat too much eating will not, he will sleep. It is too little, that is also very difficult. Too little means you become weak. Sleep too much, that is also not recommended. So, and does not sleep enough. Regulation of the diet, sleep recommended for a yogi. Anything which is excess and extravagance in the matter of eating, sleeping, mating, defending, then this is not, that is called a demand of the body. That will block our advancement in the practice of yoga. That will block. Eating means accept only prasadam, sanctified food. So in this way, sleeping is concerned means one should be always alert in discharge of his duty. Therefore, any unnecessary time spent sleeping is considered great loss. The great loss, simply sleeping unnecessary. Devotee means avartha kalatam. They should see that nothing is spent, no time is spent uselessly. As far as work is concerned, which is not connected to the Krishna, that is useless work. You may be busy working 24/7, but what is the use of that if it is not connected to Krishna? So in this way, a Krishna conscious person, a devotee, actually he does not need to do all these things, because a devotee always regulated his work. He is working for Krishna. His speech is either talking of Krishna or hearing about Krishna. Sleeping means wakefulness. Always he is aware of Krishna consciousness. He is regulated in habit of eating, sleeping, recreation, work, and mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system. So that is recommended, that one should not eat, sleep, everything should be regulated. These are obstacles in the path of yogi. Sleeping, eating, atya ahara viharasya, karmasu, work, everything should be fine. So when you nicely do everything, so therefore we can easily benefit is that it brings to the state of no material misery. So now Krishna is speaking about that now what is the sign that one has attained the perfection yoga. So first of all, I will recap it everything. It's a very simple actually, but at the same time we should elaborately understand that. What is the sign of that one has attained perfection of yoga? Now we know who is a yogi, what is the goal of yogi, how to practice yoga. Now, what is the sign of a person is perfection in yoga? So here it is said that once your heart, your consciousness is purified, when it is self-control, consciousness completely under your control. Krishna says when the yogi by practice of yoga discipline his mental activities, becomes situated in transcendent, devoid of all material misery, he is said to be well established in yoga. That is the symptoms. Without symptoms, we cannot accept you are a perfect yogi. You are a pure devotee. Pure devotee has some symptoms. It is stated in this Bhagavatam, pure devotee, how they act, how they titikha, karunika, all the things. So similarly, a yogi, a discipline is mental activity, means control his mind. Situated in transcendence, Devoid is Krishna consciousness, your heart is purified. Devoid of all material desire means heart is purified. As a lamp in windless place does not waver, so the transcendentalist whose mind is controlled remains always steady in his meditation on the transcendent self. So here it is said that just like a lamp in a place, windless place, he never waver. Similarly, a mind which is controlled never deviate, never distract. That means how to do that? When a mind is engaged in Krishna service, automatically mind is automatically controlled. Just like I am speaking of Krishna now, my mind is not going to think of some other thing. What's going on about India-Pakistan war? The mind is automatically on Krishna because I'm speaking about Krishna. That is the best way to engage in the service of Krishna, either by speech or mind or activities. Automatically the mind is controlled. That is the symptoms of a perfect yogi. Symptoms of when a yogi is well established in yoga. In the stage of perfection called trance or samadhi, that is the highest stage. As I told you, Ashtanga yoga, yama, niyama, all the things, it comes to the point of Ashtanga samadhi. When samadhi means full of concentration, that is perfection of trance or samadhi. One's mind is completely meditating on the Lord, restraining from any kind of mental activity by practice of yoga. That means he is able to see the self by the pure mind, to release, rejoice the self. That is a joyous state, boundless happiness. He can see the supreme soul. He can see himself. That stage is so boundless, happy. Happy is within, not without actually. And he is never second. If something happen also, he is never second. Samadhi stage. High stage, if something happen, never stage, because it's so much. So the Krishna consciousness person is also same thing. He will be always completely, those who are perfect devotee, pure devotee, they will always be Krishna conscious, thinking of Krishna, talking about Krishna, everything around Krishna, like Prabhupada. Every time you see walking from morning walk to sleeping also is always about Krishna. That is called real samadhi. Manmana bhava, always think of me. Criterion for perfection of yoga. How this can be achieved? That is stated. Already we have talked all mental activity disciplines situated in trance and free from material desire. You see, just like a lamp in windless place does not waver. Similarly, steady mind in the samadhi does not waver. This is the perfection of yoga. Steady mind. So when yogi, now so we can go by step by step, how we can reach to step. So first step, so all these things is a step to go to things. Step by step one achieves success. Krishna is telling that one should engage oneself with practice of yoga with determination, faith, not to be deviated from path. One should abandon without exception all material desire born of mental speculation, thus control all senses on side by side, on all side by mind. Gradually, step by step, one should become situated in trance by means of intelligence, sustained by full of conviction that the mind should be fixed on the self alone, should think of nothing else. So determination is important. Krishna say patience, determinations, without deviation, faith, control the senses, give up all material desire born of mental concussion, intelligence sustained by full of conviction, mind fixed in oneself, not thinking of anything else. These are the step-by-step process. One cannot succeed without blessings. Still, one have to show the sincerity by making a determined effort. One should be patient always, because it at time you cannot become a yogi, perfect yogi once, overnight. Overnight you cannot. You should have a patience with determination. You should focus. Therefore, Rupa Goswami say, our bhakti yoga also, our is main thing is the patience. Patience. That is spoken by our Utishta, Utsaha, Nishya, Dharyat. Utsaha means enthusiasm. Dharyat means patience. Nishchay means determination. That all the things should be important to fix the mind. These are the method to attain the perfection stage. Determination is very important, because without determination one cannot advance in Krishna consciousness. Either Ashtanga Yogi or Bhakti Yogi cannot. There's a nice example given one time. One sparrow is a small bird, Sparrow lay the eggs at the bank of ocean. Ocean took the eggs. Then sparrow is now threatening ocean, you give me. Ocean say, what is this? You are small, insignificant. You go back, I will not give. Sparrow is now challenging the ocean. Every day I will take some water and I will dry you. And ocean is laughing at him. But every day he goes there, takes some in the big some water and take out. By that determination process, that draw the attention of Garuda. Garuda say he is very determined. Let me help. He went to ocean. He told, better you give the egg back, otherwise I will now come into the picture, I will dry you. Then ocean was fearful and he gave back. The lesson is that God helps who are determined. When you determine, all help will come. So determination is very, very important. One should practice with determination, because God helps those who help themselves. That is the criteria. Therefore, practice of yoga may be little bit of difficult job. Either it is a bhakti yoga or ashtanga yoga. But one should follow the principle of determination, great determination, with faith, with patience. Either you do the bhakti yoga or this ashtanga yoga, also same thing. We have to be determined. Otherwise, we cannot achieve success. From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering, unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it, bring back under the control of the self. This is commitment, is the success of the secret of commitment is recommitment, because our mind is so flickering. Although while chanting Hare Krishna, mind will go, but you should not lose him. You should bring it back. Krishna say, yat yat nischala yat yat jata jata nischalati manas chanchalam asritam tatas tata niyamati dat atmani eva basamnat. You should bring the mind under control. Commitment means recommitment. Your commitment will fail. You cannot control mind. But whenever it distracting, you will bring back. In this way, the yogi whose mind is fixed on verily attain the highest perfection of transcendental happiness. He is beyond the mode of passion. He realizes the qualitative identity with the Supreme. Thus, he is freed from all reaction to past deed. So this is the thing. When mind is going, they are bringing back. By practicing, they focus. And they focus, they come to the stage of complete meditation. In that stage, they are free from all kind of reaction, factually liberated from all the material contamination. Thus, the self-controlled yogi constantly engaged in yoga practice, become free from all material contamination, achieve the highest stage of perfection, highest stage of perfect happiness in the transcendental loving service to the Lord. So self-realization means one should know constitutional position in relation to the Supreme, that we are part and parcel. So here the yogis, when they know self-controlled yogis, by the practice that they are free from all kind of material contamination, achieve the highest stage. They become, by controlling the mind, they become highest stage. They become Goswami, not Go dasa. Go dasa means, go means, go means also cow. So, not the servant of senses, one cannot become a perfect yogi. We have to become a master controller, Goswami. So this self-realized yogi, they control the mind, not that minds controlled him. No. In this way, they will attain the highest stage, which is freedom from all kind of sinful reaction, transcendental happiness, realize the self. And so in this way, yogi will come to a perfect state. And you can see also in a Krishna consciousness person also, same thing. Krishna consciousness person also, by active in bhakti yoga, one can free from all the material contamination, because bhakti will burn all the things. There is a power of potency of bhakti that all this material reaction will be vanquished, destroyed, free. Nirdhati, bhakti bhajam. With bhakti bhajam, all your karma, everything will go out. So now we can see that how the self-realization person is, Krishna is telling, a true yogi observe me in all beings and also see every being in me. Indeed, the self-realized person see me in and same Supreme Lord everywhere. Very important verse. Yamam pasyanti sarvata sarvancha mai pasyanti tasyam na pranasami. For one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I am never lost, nor is ever lost to me. So this is called a yogi. A perfect yogi see that Krishna is situated in everybody's heart as a super soul, Paramatma. Ishvara sarvabhutana mudesu tishtha. Therefore he sees everywhere Krishna's presence, everybody's heart. And you should not interpret that if Krishna is everybody, therefore there is no use of worshipping Krishna separately. No, no, no. One should not misinterpret. No. And they may misinterpret like this. If Krishna is everywhere, why should separately pray Krishna? Then let me pray to everyone. That is called Manava Seva, humanitarian activities. They say this is better. Why Krishna shall be worshipped? Why not everybody? One should see everything being Krishna. So let us serve everybody. They do not know the technique. They do not know, they are not trained by bona fide spiritual master. So they are thinking that, oh, true yogi means see everything, let me serve everything. Human, Manava Seva, Madhava Seva. Not Madhava Seva, Manava Seva. So they how to see that? They should see that all beings are part and parcel of the Krishna. They are under now forgetfulness of Krishna, therefore they are covered. Let us awaken them to Krishna consciousness. Devotee sees others who is not Krishna. This is to see Krishna in everything. A devotee sees others which is not in Krishna consciousness. That means devotee see Krishna in everything. They know that they are all part and parcel. They have forgotten now. Let me preach them. Let me awakening them. That is real seeing. Not that everything has become Krishna. Oh, everything become Krishna. No, that is not the thing. We cannot say, I saw the boys, father, son. I can see his father. Although son is expansion of the father, but I cannot say such and such gentleman is for his name, his father's name. No. Similarly, although Krishna is part and parcel in everywhere, we cannot say is Krishna. So one is properly sees everything in Krishna, Krishna in everything. He is real true yogi. That means he knows that everybody is a part and parcel of Krishna, and Krishna is situated in everybody has as a Paramatma to help them to awakening their Krishna consciousness. Therefore, he sees everything in Krishna. He sees the elephant, there is a Krishna is there. A cow, there is a Krishna. Everywhere he sees Krishna because he is there. Ishwar Sarvabhutanam Hudaya Sutishtati. Such a yogi who engage in the worship of service of the super soul, knowing that I and the super soul are one, remains always in me all circumstances. He is a perfect yogi who by comparison to his own self sees the true equality of all being in both their happiness of their distress. So here Krishna is telling that a yogi who is practicing meditation on the super soul within himself, and he's and the as a and that is what is that plenary portion of Krishna is a Vishnu in 400% in the heart. He always meditating, and that yogi should know that Vishnu is non-different from Krishna. Krishna is in the form of super soul, is situated in our everybody heart. It's not that Krishna is different. The yogi will say that, oh, you are worshipping Krishna, I am meditating on Vishnu in the super soul. No. No, Krishna is same as a Paramatma. He is situating everybody. Krishna himself says, Sarva Bhutana Mujjati Tishtati Arjuna. Therefore, yogi in Krishna consciousness, even though he may not be engaged in various activities, remain always situated in Krishna. And another thing is, Krishna is telling, he is a perfect yogi who, by comparison to his own self, is true. So see the true equality of all being in both their happiness and their distress. That means who is in Krishna consciousness means a perfect yogi. He is aware of everyone's happiness and distress by dint of his personal experience. The cause of distress of living entity is forgetfulness with his forgetfulness in relationship with Krishna. The cause of happiness is that, again, remembrance of that. So he knows that. He knows happiness and unhappiness of others. That is a simple thing. And therefore, he is trying to distribute this knowledge that why you are distressed, because why you are unhappy, because you have forgotten Krishna. Due to this, you are unhappy. If you remember Krishna, just like a child is forgotten his rich father, he is suffering. Similarly, when you remember Krishna, everything is happy. Krishna and Vishnu are the same. So So there is no difference between a Ashtanga Yogi and Bhakti Yogi. Actually, both are same, because whole idea is that action of yogi in Krishna consciousness. So a Krishna consciousness person, although he may be engaged in material activities seemingly, but he is always thinking of Krishna. Therefore, he is a perfect yogi. And at the same time, this Ashtanga Yogi also, they do the same thing. They are completely meditating on Krishna, free from all the things. So both are actually same. It's not that they are different, we are different. Bhakta also automatically a Dhyana yogi. So now Krishna is telling importance of mind control. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramatati balabhaddham duta. Arjuna said that, O Madhusudana, system of yoga which we have summarized appears impractical, unendurable to me, for the mind is restless and state. So whole yoga system is focus is to control the mind. Unless we can, because meditation, the function of the mind is thinking, willing and meditating. So we cannot meditate unless a mind is controlled. So, but Arjuna telling is very impractical. Who will go to Himalaya, put the kusha grass, go to secluded place, put a nice asana, deer screen, kusha grass, deer screen cloth, sit down straight and meditate in between the eyebrow, meditate on the super soul. free from the desire, free from sex life, free from all kind of thing, control the mind, all very difficult process. So Arjuna himself telling it's not good, impractical to control a mind. No. In Dwapara Yuga, he is not, Dwapara Yuga people are more elevated, advanced. There was no Instagram, no social media, no WhatsApp, where will distract our mind. That time Arjuna telling, no, 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 I cannot do this. It's impractical. Mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, very strong. Oh Krishna, to subdue it, I think is more difficult than controlling the wind. He is telling that mind is so, so strong, very, very difficult to overcome. Very, very difficult. So he says it's very impractical. In this age, particularly present age, is characterized by a struggle for life. People are short duration, so much disturbed. How to control the mind? How to go to jungle and practice this Ashtanga Yoga? Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that only system in this age is Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam. Kulo nasteva 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 gatiram. Only thing, Jaggahi Sankirtana Prahi, Jajanti Sumedasa. Only particular system of yoga is that Harinam, 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 chanting the Hare Krishna. That is called Bhakti Yoga. If you adopt this Bhakti Yoga system, simply chant, you become also come to the status of Samadhi. You become a Samadhi stage. For one whose mind is unbridled, self-realization is difficult work. But he whose mind is controlled, who strives by appropriate means, assured of success. That is my opinion. So Arjuna himself surrendered. He told, no, no, no. The process is very difficult. It's not rejected. It's not rejected because Bhagavad Gita accepts the yoga process. Krishna himself is speaking out Patanjali yoga or Ashtanga yoga. It is science, but at present moment, it's very difficult. 500 years ago, 5,000 years ago, Arjuna declined it. That it is impractical. It's not pragmatic. I cannot do that. So how you can practice in this age of Kali? Things are very degenerated, very disturbed, distracted. So this is not, this is not practical. Therefore, Arjuna is now telling is very, very difficult. O mighty armed Krishna, does not such a man who builder from the path of, but Krishna telling by practicing you can do that. By practice, if you practice it, Krishna telling by practicing one can control. Abhyasena. Krishna says solution to mind control given here. Abhyasena. Suitable practice recommended for modern age. Practice leads to material detachment. When you practice, you will become detached, material detachment. From material detachment, what will happen? Spiritual satisfaction achieved by positive achievement of service. Then you can control the mind. By practice, abhyasana. Krishna says abhyasana. By practicing, you can get it. Krishna says that, O mighty armed son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to cope the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and detachment. So Krishna is giving a formula that by practice you can do, but the best way to practice the chanting Hare Krishna, automatically mind is controlled. Then Arjuna is asking, what about this destination of unsuccessful yogi? Because it's a very difficult process. Sometimes a yogi may not successful, he is unsuccessful. So Krishna is asking, does not such a man who is builder from the path of transcendence fall away from the both spiritual material success? Perish like a river cloud with no position in any sphere. So here, many students come to this practice of yoga, but somehow he may not be successful. And some may be successful, half finish, 1/4 finish, 10% finish. What will happen to them? Because very rare people success. Krishna also say that Manusyanam sahasreshu kasti jatati siddha. Very rare people success in Krishna consciousness. So Arjuna is asking that Krishna is being asked by Arjuna whether the person who is trying to perfect his life for spiritual advancement, if he finishes only person or half a person, what happens to him? Does he become useless, worthless, simply waste of time? So Krishna is answering that uh, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, a transcendentalist engaged in auspicious activity does not meet with destruction, either in this world or in the spiritual world. One who does good, my friend, is never overcome by evil. So here Krishna say, those who are making attempt, they are not never be vanished. They cannot be. Even though they fail, they cannot be lost. Because they will carry forward. Supposing I have done 5%, next life I become 6, start from 6%. But in material achievement, supposing I have a millionaire like Bill Gates, next life I become 0. I am Einstein, next life I should start with ABC, not theory of relativity. But spiritually, Krishna telling that, no, unsuccessful yogi, after many, many years of enjoyment on the planet, planet of pious living entity, is born into a family of righteous people, into a family of rich aristocratic. If unsuccessful after long practice of yoga, he takes birth in a family of transcendentalists who are surely great in wisdom. Certainly such a birth is rare in the world. On taking such birth, he revives the divine consciousness of his previous life. He again tried to make further progress in order to achieve complete success. So unsuccessful yogi who has fallen after little progress, they are elevated to higher planetary system. When pious living entity are live there. After a prolonged life there, then they send back to the planet with a family of righteous family or Brahmana Vaishnava family, aristocratic family, so that whole idea is to revive the Krishna consciousness, because the real purpose of yoga practice is to achieve highest perfection of Krishna consciousness. So if somebody is somehow unsuccessful, he will be given chance to further progress. So therefore there is no loss. There is no loss in this. This is the beauty of Krishna consciousness, beauty of yoga system, there is no loss. Just like the example is given, there is a called King Bharat Maharaj. After his name, the Bharatavarsha, we say Bharat, India. The Bharat has come after his name. He was an excellent ruler. He was the emperor. But he was so pure devotee, first class devotee, he left everything. He wanted to perfect in Krishna consciousness. He went to forest, meditate on Krishna. But somehow or other, he was attracted with the deer. At the time of death, he was thinking of deer. He could not complete his yoga. Next birth, he became a deer. But he remembered his previous birth. So after 2 births, he revived his Krishna consciousness and go back to God. So therefore, there is no loss. One can revive the point one where it left. So that is the beauty. So we are completing another 2, 3 verses. By virtue of divine consciousness of his previous life, he automatically become attracted to the yogic practice, even though without seeking them. Such an inquisitive translator stands always above the ritualistic principle of scripture. So that is a very important thing. That a person who has fallen or who failed to success in yogi, he will take birth. Automatically he will be attracted. Just like our Krishna consciousness children. They were, from the beginning of childhood, they are attracted to Krishna. Because in previous life they are practicing but they could not complete. Therefore they are continuing. When a yogi engages himself with sincere endeavor in making further progress, being washed of all contamination, and ultimately achieve perfection after many, many births of practice, he attains the supreme goal. So many, many births in this way, he will practice, fall down, again practice like this, then he will come to the highest stage. So there is no loss, they will come. Therefore, Krishna saying last 2 verses is very important. A yogi is greater than ascetic, greater than empiricist, greater than fruity worker. Therefore, Arjuna, in all circumstances, be a yogi. Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. you become a yogi. Because a karma yogi is first stage. More than that, a jnana yogi. More than that is a renounced order, this dhyana yogi, ascetics. And more than this is bhakti yogi. So become a yogi, because yogi has no failure. Even though he is unsuccessful, he will come again revive, and it will go back to Godhead finally. And of all yogi, yoginam api sarvesam mad gatinantaratmana sardavan bhajate jo mam same yuktatam mataha. And of all yogi, one with great faith who always abide me, think of me within himself, render transcendental loving service to me. He is almost intimately united with me in yoga. In highest of all, that is my opinion. So here Krishna very categorically say that the culmination of all kind of yoga practice is bhakti yoga. All other yoga are meant to come to the point of bhakti yoga. That's all. That is whole idea. So here Krishna specifically say that this highest of yoga system is bhakti yoga, the topmost yogi. Topmost yogi. Because he has a great faith in Krishna. Take shelter of him, always abide in me means take shelter in him. Always think of him within himself. Render transcendental loving service unto me. So in this way, he become a topmost yogi. That's all. Arjuna is a topmost yogi because he has a great faith in Krishna. He takes shelter in him. He always thinking of him within himself. He is rendering service unto me. So he does not need to go to Himalaya, do Ashtanga yogi. So therefore, Krishna say better than yogi is a devotee who worship Krishna. He is a topmost yogi. He is a topmost yogi. Particularly, one should always meditate on Krishna. So this is the conclusion of yoga ladder. First, start with karma yoga without fruitive result, niskama karma. That means it's a matter of duty you should work. Just like a mother is doing this duty for his child without expectation. Then niskama karma yoga plus knowledge and renunciation, that is called jnana yoga. More in knowledge and renunciation, that is jnana. Ashtanga yoga is jnana yoga plus meditation, that is ashtanga yoga. Bhakti yoga means ashtanga yoga plus realization of Krishna and devotion. That means bhakti yoga includes everything. Everything. So therefore Krishna say become bhakti yoga is the topmost position. So you become a bhakta, that's all. So totally whole chapter is finished. Whole chapter, all idea of the chapter is Krishna in this chapter is outlining the path of Dhyana yoga, that is called Patanjali Ashtanga yoga. To mean to control the mind and sense. Krishna also spoke about that that one cannot be eligible for this with a desire, with material desire. No, one should be free from desire, free from happiness, distress, duality, all the things. And Krishna also summarized this method and ultimate goal of this one. Method means you should go to a secluded place, how you can practice, Krishna has explained everything. And ultimate goal is to go back to Godhead. And one symptoms of one he has achieved the highest position is that he is very happy. Even in the midst of so much difficulty, he is completely full of happy, never disturbed. Never disturbed, never hankering for anything. Yam labdacha param labha. Then Arjuna but complains that is very difficult in this for me, because it's very difficult to control the mind. Krishna say, never mind, you should practice. Then Arjuna inquiry about you should practice, then we can, by practicing, we can constant practice, we can achieve success. Although it is very difficult. Then Arjuna inquiries that supposing I practice but I fail in between, after little progress I fail, I'm unsuccessful. Krishna said, never mind, you never be unsuccessful, you will be given chances. And finally you will come to the perfection stage after many, many bars of practice. In conclusion, Krishna says the best of yogi is a bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is the best of yogi. He is engaged in loving devotional service, and this is the highest of yogi. Therefore, Krishna from next chapter onwards is speaking about Bhakti Yoga 7 to 12. So Bhakti Yoga is very highest because it includes everything. Whatever they achieve through karma, jnana, everything is included. Everything. Meditation, knowledge. A bhakta has got everything. He is working for Krishna. He has got knowledge that who am I, who is God, what is my relationship, what is my duty. He is also meditating on Krishna because 24/7 he is engaged in Krishna consciousness. He is like a dhyana samadhi state. So in this way, he is a Ashtanga yogi, he is already a jnana yogi, he is already a karma yogi. Therefore, he is a topmost yogi. But Krishna recommended this one, Dhyana Yoga, because it is a recommended authoritative process. Thank you very much. You have any question, anything?
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Like, Prabhu, what is the relation between mind and lust, Prabhu? So, like, we can't able to control the mind because
Yes.
lust is powerful. It will divert our mind and like that.
Yes. Sorry, I could not hear.
Yes, Prabhu. Like, lust and mind. Like,
Yeah.
we can't able to control. Like, lust will destroy all the things, our devotion, like our
Yeah.
practices,
Yeah.
uh, like how to control and how to engage in Krishna
Very easy,
consciousness.
na. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that chant Hare Krishna chant, always engage in this, follow the principle, automatically mind is controlled. Mind control is very easy actually process. How process is very easy. Krishna himself saying that now you should do that by practicing that all these things Srila Prabhupada given morning waking up, Mangalarti, then chanting Hare Krishna, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam class. In this way, mind is engaged in for positive activities. Automatically, negative things will go out. So this is the best way to do that. This is stated in these beautiful verses. I'll share this one. It's very easy way to mind control is given in this verse. This is a very nice verse from Bhagavatam. So I'm not sharing. Yeah, I shared this one. Bhagavatam say that how to easily control the mind. Very easy process. Here it is saying Bhagavatam that this uncontrolled mind is the greatest enemy of the living entity. If one neglects it and gives it a chance, it will grow more and more powerful. It will become victorious. Although it is not factual, it is very strong. It covers the constitutional position of the soul. O king, please try to conquer the mind by the weapon of service to the lotus feet of spiritual master and supreme personality of God. Do this with great care. So this is a very easy method. Serving of spiritual master means following his instruction of morning program, all the things. So all his instruction is followed. So every time we engage in this Bhakti Krishna consciousness service, either cooking, either worshipping, talking about Krishna, reading, all these things, automatically mind has positive and engagement. Otherwise, you cannot control the mind. The positive engagement is control. Best way to control mind. A child is playing. You cannot stop his playing. But if you can give some higher engagement, other engagement, he will stop playing. Therefore, our Krishna consciousness is punadushtani, higher taste. If you ever give a higher taste, mind will not be go to lower taste. Because people are thinking if I'm reading some other literature, I will be happy. If I'm watching some movie, I will be happy. But when they get a taste of watching about Krishna pastime, then they will leave this. They will find that Krishna things are very, just like we had prasadam. Previously, we are taking all materialistic food. Now, when we taste prasadam, slowly we got the taste of prasadam. Automatically, when it is offered free also, we will not like to take outside food, karmi food. Why? Because we control our tongue, because higher taste. We may not control our tongue. We have some appetite for prasadam or nice prasadam. But in this way, automatically controlled, You don't have to artificially control like Ashtanga Yogi. Ashtanga Yogi has a risk of falling down also because very difficult. So for us, you don't have to control our tongue. Our tongue is controlled automatically by taking prasadam. It's purified. So that is the good thing, that we do not stop anything. We do it for in relation to Krishna. Everything we do. The mind is already controlled. I am thinking, thinking is my thing. I cannot stop thinking. I cannot stop desire. Everything I am doing, but in connection with Krishna. I desire to have a beautiful, supposing beautiful temple. I desire to have something for Krishna. I desire to prepare something for Krishna. I desire to buy something for Krishna. That is there already. Desire is there, but it is a purified desire. It's for Krishna. So in this way, easy to control the mind. This is the process has been given. There's so many verses of there, but this is there already. This is automatically given how to do this. Calling to conquer this irrepressible mind, whose urges are intolerable, who torment the heart. Many people are completely bewildered and create useless quarrel. Thus they conclude that other people are either enemy or friend. So that's a problem if you do not control. Therefore, the mind has to be controlled. Mind has to be controlled. All the senses have been under the control of mind, the time memorial. Mind himself never comes under the sway of any other. He is stronger than strongest. His God-like power is feared. Therefore, anyone who can bring the mind under control becomes the master of all senses. So therefore, they are called Goswami. Goswami means who control the mind. Therefore, we should do that by following the instruction of Prabhupada. Then we can easily do that. Simple formula. Automatically, mind is engaged for the higher service.
Yes, bro. Bro, like another question, like how to develop the determination, strong determination to the Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhupada say very nicely. Prabhupada was asked this determination. Prabhupada say in NY2 also purport is written. You can develop a determination by following this regulative principle and association with devotee. Because when you associate with the devotee who are already determined, you will get that determination power. Also, if you following the instruction of spiritual master, you will be determined. By following the regulative principle, one is determined. And also in association of devotee. The two ways we should become determined. Without determination, there is no success for anything. As Krishna says, 6:12. Determination is a prerequisite for any success. Either you are Ashtanga Yogi or Karma Yogi, Dhyāna Yogi, whatever Yogi. So determination is very, very important. Ucha Dharyat. Any other question? I've written one thing, determination, one article and something. Prabhupada speaking about determination. So thank you very much. We will stop here. It's already late actually, because to complete a chapter it takes time. Later on, I will send all these materials, very
Yes,
nice
bro.
materials, so that you can go through it.